Hey everyone, it's me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles realtor. Today we're going to be talking about a neighborhood that's one of the beach cities, and this is Manhattan Beach. You're going to want to stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, take the next couple moments as you're getting settled to subscribe, as well as the bell for updates, and I'll be right back and we're going to dive into Manhattan Beach. Hi everyone, it's me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles realtor. Today we're going to be talking about the area of Manhattan Beach. This is one of the beach cities, if you will, beach parts of Los Angeles. And it is on the Pacific Coast part of the city. To the south of it is El Segundo. To the north of it is Hermosa Beach. Manhattan Beach is one of the three beach cities of Los Angeles, which is included in Hermosa Beach and Redondo Beach, and it's within the South Bay region of Los Angeles. So when people talk about the South Bay, Manhattan Beach is part of that. Manhattan Beach, like much of the coastal areas of Los Angeles, was probably inhabited by the Toluca tribe of Native American Indians. And as I've said in the past, I apologize for any mispronunciation. I'm not very good at that. But the Toluca village of Ongavanga was located near the neighboring Redondo Beach, which is why they really believe, as far as history goes, that this is the Native American tribe that was there. In 1784, the Spanish crown deemed Rancho San Pedro a tract of over 75,000 acres to a soldier, Juan Jose Dominguez. And this included what today we know as the Port of Los Angeles, San Pedro, Harbor City, Wilmington, Carson, Compton, Dominguez Hills, Lomita, Palos Verdes Peninsula, Redondo Beach, Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach, and Torrance. So in 1863, a Scottish immigrant, a gentleman by the name of Sir Robert Burnett, purchased Rancho Salus Redondo and Rancho Guardia de la Centinela from Avella's heirs for $33,000. $33,000. You can barely buy a car for $33,000 today. Now, 10 years later, in 1873, Burnett leased the ranch to a Canadian gentleman by the name of Daniel Freeman, and he was the first to file a claim under the Homestead Act of 1862. Burnett returned to Scotland, and Freeman moved his wife and three children onto the ranch and started growing various crops. On May 4th of 1885, he bought the ranch from Burnett for a total of $140,000, and at some point after this, the location was kind of informally known as Shore Acres. George H. Peck owned the land that became part of the north section of Manhattan Beach, and a coin flip later decided the name. Around 1902, the beach suburb was named Manhattan after the developer Stuart Merrill's home, the New York borough of Manhattan. Beach was obviously added to the name, and in 1927, that became the full name, Manhattan Beach. The city was incorporated in 1912, and Peck divided out a 2-block area for minority residents on the beachfront. Willa and Charles Bruce purchased some of this land in 1912 for $1,225 and developed it into the first beach resort for Black Americans in Southern California, naming it Bruce's Beach. You might have heard about Bruce's Beach. This was a special resort with a bathhouse, a dance hall, and a cafe. And the resort attracted other Black African-American families to purchase adjacent land, hoping to ultimately create a wonderful ocean view retreat. Unfortunately, you have to go back and remember the time frame all this happened, and so much like a lot of American history, in the 1920s, the Ku Klux Klan began violently harassing the resort visitors and Bruce's family, as well as the other families that bought lots. And by 1924, this is terrible, the city used eminent domain to seize the land from Black property owners under the pretense of building a park. Now, despite their claim that they were building a park, the property sat vacant for decades. And it wasn't until 1960 that a park was built on a portion of the seized land. And in 2006, the city agreed to rename the park Bruce's Beach in honor of this evicted family. And this has really been a stain on Manhattan Beach's history. And it is something that was brought to light and really became a hot topic again the last couple of years. And thankfully, even though it's only recently, but thankfully SB 796 was enacted, and this bill returned the property to the Bruce family after the state very, in my opinion, erroneously abused their power under the guise of racism to steal it away in the first place. So this bill was signed into law September 30th of 2021 by Governor Newsom, and Bruce's Beach basically gets to open a brand new chapter. This has really always been a fight about what's best for the family, because when you think about it, land being taken from your family that far back, that could have been land that set up the family for generations and created generational wealth. And so the family has, the fight, if you will, has really been about what's best for the family. And so there is talk about selling the property back to the county for almost $20 million. And this was a recent plan that was revealed. And so hopefully that helps the family to kind of get back on track with the generational wealth that should have evolved had this land never been unfairly taken from them to begin with. Overall, Manhattan Beach was formerly sand dunes, and in the 20s and 30s, the Kern Brothers construction company leveled the uneven sand dune sites, and even excessive land was shipped off to Waikiki, Hawaii, to convert the reef and beach rocks into sandy beaches. If you are a homeowner and you're wondering if now is the time to sell your home, don't be afraid to schedule a consultation with me today. Let me share what we go over during that consultation. We take a walk through your home and you share with me the updates you've made. We talk about any deferred maintenance. I give you a fresh perspective of what the eyes of a buyer will see when looking at your home and the things that will make your home competitive to other homes on the market. We'll talk about what your potential list price is, what the value is you have in your home, and I'll really guide you through if now is the right time or if we should start to strategize about a certain specific time in the future. Because at the end of the day, this is your property, this is your investment, you have gained equity, and you have goals for yourself and your family. Simply click on the calendar link below. We'll get on the phone for a quick call, and then we'll set up that consultation. The excessive sand was also used to help build the Los Angeles Coliseum, as well as parts of Pacific Coast Highway. So just really think about it. That was a lot of sand dunes that was there at the time. Manhattan Beach actually benefits from wonderful ocean breeze that keeps the air really clean, and the temperature is pretty mild. It's cooler than inland parts of Los Angeles and Southern California, and it tends to not get super hot in the summer. So instead of experiencing 90 or 100 degree weather, you're fairly good all year round. It's actually been ranked in Forbes magazines as having the sixth best school district in all of the United States. That's an interesting little tidbit. Manhattan Beach has always been a hot spot for volleyball and surfing, and even though the majority of land in Manhattan Beach was once sand dunes, which now lie beneath city streets and all the concrete and things that you see when you go to visit, the underlying dunes actually have allowed residents to see ocean views, because if you've ever been to Manhattan Beach, it's kind of like a slope. So a lot of homes are built in these streets that are looking downwards, and even though the home next to them might be several stories high, you can still see above it, which is really nice. That being said, there is a number of distinctive neighborhoods in Manhattan Beach, and I'm not going to go into great detail on this video. I'm just going to run through the names. The Strand, Sand Section, Hill Section, Tree Section, Gas Lamp Section, East Manhattan Beach, Manhattan Village, Manhattan Heights, Liberty Village, Manhattan Knolls, the Poet Section, Shelley, Tennyson, Longfellow, Keats, El Porto, aka North Manhattan Beach, the Roth Track, aka the Bird Section. So next up, we're going to get into homes in Manhattan Beach, which you know is part of my favorite part of doing these neighborhood videos, to really allow you to get an understanding of the history, the past, and a sense of what real estate is like in these areas. So we're going to go into an entry-level home first. So an entry-level home in Manhattan Beach at the time of recording this video has an asking price of almost $1.7 million for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,089 square foot home on a 4,644 square foot lot. Yes, you heard that right. A small home of 1,089 square feet for a 3-bedroom, which means all rooms are small and tight, and the lot is only 4,600 square feet, so it's a pretty tight lot. This particular property is in Manhattan Village. You can literally smell the ocean, which is just moments away. And this, even though it's on the small side, this can make someone a great first-time home, putting you right in a beach coastal city. A mid-priced home on the market at the time of recording this video had an asking price of $9.5 million. This is a 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom, 5,200 square foot home on a small lot again, 3,155 square feet. Yeah, much smaller lot. Bigger home, smaller lot. So as you can imagine, it doesn't have much of a backyard, but you don't live in a beach city to have some big backyard. You live in a beach city to go to the beach. This is a remodeled home in the sand section with amazing views, high-end finishes, an in-law apartment, an elevator, pretty swanky, and a retractable roof. You can enjoy the ocean breezes from your automated window in the dining room to the patio. Press a button and the windows disappear, and you just get that wonderful indoor-outdoor Southern California living that, let's face it, that's what people move here for. So the highest priced home on the market at the time of recording this video, ooh-wee. This home has an asking price of $20 million. It is a 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom home, 4,325 square feet on, you guessed it, another small lot, 3,337 square foot lot located in the center of the Strand area. It's a 3-story home with super modern architecture, lots of detailed thoughtfulness throughout the home, a gourmet kitchen. The top floor is a breathtaking primary suite worthy of all of your hard work to be able to afford a $20 million home. So this just really gives you a good understanding of the prices in this area. They can be quite costly. Lot sizes are very small. Again, you don't move to a beach city to have some big, huge yard. You move to a beach city for the beach access and the lifestyle that a beach city community has. Lots of amenities in the area, eating, walking around, nightlife, you name it, it's all there. So hopefully this information has been very helpful to you. And if you are thinking of relocating, if you already live in Southern California and you've maybe been inland and you're like, all my life I wanted to live near the beach, this might be a consideration. If you're relocating to Los Angeles from another area, maybe Miami or New York, and you want to be near the beach, this might be one to think about as well. I have a relocation guide link below, which can be helpful in helping you kind of navigate the different parts of LA. If you ever want to just have a conversation, even if your plans aren't to move or relocate for another year or two, don't worry, no pressure. You can always get on my calendar and we can talk about that, because the more I know what your goals are, the more I can send you information to help and guide you along the way. Thank you guys so much for watching today. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know what I'm going to say. Go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell for updates. More videos are coming again soon.